Good day. So in this lesson, it's a chemistry lesson. We have if 11.2 grams of iron is dissolved completely in excess copper 2 sulfate solution, what mass of iron 2 sulfate will be obtained? What mass of iron 2 sulfate? Now I'm going to teach the fastest way to be able to solve this. But to be able to solve this, you have to know certain things. One, you have to know the mass of iron of head. So Fe, you have to know what the mass of what iron of head, that is Fe. You also have to know the mass of copper 2 sulfate of head and the mass of iron 2 sulfate of head. You have to know all these masses what of head. So able to what solve is actually fast, very fast. So if you don't know them, start what chewing them. Start what chewing them. If you don't want know them, start what chewing them. So the mass of the what elements be abreast with it, be like okay with them. Then the mass of compound, every compound you see it in your head. So aspirin 180 should be in your head. Hydrazine should be in your head. Hydrazine 32 should be in your head. Boraine should be in your head. All these compounds, even the complex ones should be in your head. Nicotine should be in your head. All these ones should be in your head. So able to solve these questions was very fast. So now we are looking at we are finding the amount of iron 2 sulfate, and you also have to know the mole ratios. You have to know the mole ratios. Now you are saying that if 11.2 grams of iron is dissolved completely in excess copper 2 sulfate solution, what mass of iron 2 sulfate? Now you can actually see that the mole ratio between iron and iron 2 sulfate is 1 is to 1. That's the mole ratio. The mole ratio is actually 1 is to 1. So now the mass of, so I'm just going to write their masses below them. So the mass of iron itself approximately is 56. Now the mass of copper 2 sulfate approximately is 160. So when copper is 64, not 63.5, is 160. Now the mass of iron 2 sulfate also approximately is 152. So the first thing you do is that, so mass of iron 2 sulfate. So I'm just writing it, but if you are doing it, if you are actually doing it in a particular field, you are doing it in a particular, if you don't write like this, calculate in the head. So mass of iron 2 sulfate, you know the mole ratio is 1 is to 1. So 1 over 1 times, now iron is 11.2 grams. So 11.2 grams over, what's the mass of iron? Molar mass 56. So 56. Now this is basically the mole ratio. Now you can see that don't waste time now going to find the mole ratio before you are coming to put it in. No, it's a waste of time. So you can see how I've written it. So this is the mole ratio. The mole, don't go and look for the number of moles, not moles. Don't go and look for the number of moles. So this is the mole ratio. This is the number of moles. Don't go and look for the number of moles, then come and put it in. Then you quickly multiply by the the iron 2 sulfate, 150 2. So you can see. This one and this one will cancel out. So grams over grams will cancel out. It's left only this one's grams. You can see you're only getting iron 2 sulfates. Iron 2 sulfates. Now the thing about this is that you have to know the mole ratios very well. You have to be able to manipulate the mole ratios very fast. So now you can easily see that 56 can go into 11.2, 0.2 times 0.2. Then quickly 0.2 times 152 is simply 30.4. So your mass of your iron 2 sulfate is equal to 30.4 grams. 30.4 grams. So you can see how fast it was actually done. So if you practice more, if you are practicing more, make sure you know the masses, the molar masses, and make sure you know the mole ratios. Make sure you know the mole ratios. Okay, so you know molar masses and you know mole ratios. So I'll be publishing more videos on this particular thing. So please hit the subscribe button, like and share. It's at made easy v3g, Thank you.